Hi, this is Lourdes from HealingCrystals.com.
Hi, I'm Tara for HealingCrystals.com.
Today we'd like to talk to you about protection. How to protect yourself from negative energy. We like to use crystals, but we also use some other things besides crystals. One of the ways to protect yourself is to be aware of your environment.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you're going to a job that is negative, you really need to do a lot of work.
Yeah, you do.
Now, what I like to do is before I even get to the place where I'm going, where I know it's negative, I like to send white light. You could either pray or imagine the place filled with white light. And I like to add pink after that so that everybody is much friendlier.
That's what I usually do. Is I cover. Yeah, I think about the whole place being covered in pink. And I mean, if it's someplace you've never been, like you're going on a job interview or something like that, you can just imagine like a regular office setting or something like that, and that will be be enough.
Just spend 5 minutes. We don't want you to spend the whole day on it. Just 5 minutes. Say a prayer. If you want, ask angels, guides, spirits, whatever, to go and fill the place with love and light. That's fine too.
You can just ask the universe, like, hey, you know what? Help me out here. Let's make this a positive experience. Boom, you're done.
Yes. Then what I like to do is, for me, I like to do figure eights to tighten my aura. Okay. So that nothing can come in. Okay. Then I throw on every crystal I can. I hate to say it, but we have a lot of crystals that Tara and I both use for protection.
We do. For me, it's about your attitude. You can't change somebody else. You can't change how, especially in the workplace or in school. I'm sure a lot of you, we've all dealt with negative situations in those kinds of places, and it's usually caused by negative people. You cannot change those people. The only thing that you can change is yourself and how you let them affect you. So what I like to do is before I will go, if I know every day I have to go into this kind of a situation, what I like to do is I like to mentally think of a wall or a box almost that I put around myself, just like a kind of like a little protection, or almost like an egg shape, little protection thing that's just filled with nice white joyful light. And I think to myself, you know what? Anything negative that comes towards this, it's just going to bounce back on whoever sent it out to me. That's all I ask. Let it bounce back to them. Let it be changed. I also ask that too, because I don't want to send negative energy out there. I ask that the negative energy be changed into joyful energy and let it bounce back on whoever sent it out to me.
Oh, that's good. See, I like a diamond grid. There are days I just want glitz.
Diamonds, yeah.
Yeah. So I just imagine diamonds all over my entire body reflecting back. But when it hits me, it transmutes it. Like you, I don't want negative energy out there. There's too much.
Of course not. Exactly. You don't want to send it out there. You want to try to change that negative energy. Try to transmute it by using your positive energy. One crystal that I think you cannot go wrong with is Rutilated Quartz.
Yes,
I agree. I always say this. It just makes everything better. A Rutilated Quartz. No matter what the situation, it just it just has so much light and joy in it. And I think if you wear one of these, if you have to deal with a negative situation, if you can keep one on your desk at work or you carry one around in your bag, I think it can really make a difference. Because even like if you're at work, you want to kind of build an aura around yourself. A happy aura around yourself, and using crystals to do that. So I like a Rutilated Quartz for that. I also like a rose quartz for that. I think it just fills the area with happiness, so that even when the negativity comes at you, it's kind of confounded for a minute.
Yes, no, you're right.
You want to confuse that energy, so it's like, okay, and then it just goes away and leaves you in peace.
I agree. I like Tourmaline Quartz. I like the black in there because I want the grounding, but I want the light.
Yep, I always wear my Tourmaline.
I like Labradorite, one of your favorites. Protect that aura. I want tons of this on. Yep. It's probably one of the crystals I have the most jewelry of. Yeah. Is Labradorite. Amethyst for spiritual protection. Yes. You can't go wrong. We just spent a few minutes right before the video looking at the amethyst. We were just
It's true. Amazed. I was going, wow, look how pretty that is. It's just like, it just makes you feel so happy and good.
They're wonderful.
Yes.
A crystal I know we don't usually talk about is blue tiger's eye. I like this for protection.
That's true. I tend to use it more for concentration, that kind of thing, of blue tiger's eye, than protection. But the blue crystals are, a blue aventurine or a lapis lazuli. Those can also be very protective.
Then for me, this is, especially because I use my third eye a lot when I'm doing readings for people.
Right.
The blue tiger's eye helps protect me against anything that just may be popping in.
And since that is your intuitive side, that can really, wearing those or keeping by you those blue crystals can really help you to keep that area clear and keep it positive as well. That's true.
And Snowflake Obsidian, because of the balancing. We've talked about balancing in other videos.
Balance.
It balances. You need the light and you need the dark.
True.
I like jet. I like it because it's the same ingredients, the same composition. It's not the same arrangement as a diamond.
Yeah.
And it's light, so it won't weigh you down.
Right.
But it is wonderful for protection.
Yep.
And I love the water energy that I feel with jet. I know some people say it's not water, it may be fire. Everybody feels things a little different.
What you feel different. See, I feel that way about hematite. I always feel kind of like a very kind of a cooling, kind of watery energy with hematite. And hematite is very good protection. I think hematite, especially like a nice small hematite, you place that in the corners of a room, and that really ups the positive energy in the space. And I think that's or even if you've got a desk,
Yes, I was going to say in your desk.
You know what else we haven't really talked about too much are yellow crystals. Amber, and I actually wore my amber today.
And I have some here.
Yeah, amber is a very life affirming. Usually negativity is caused by fear. That's flat out fear. And the people that are bringing that negative energy into the situation, in a way you have to feel sorry for them because they're letting fear rule their life. And you don't want that. You don't want fear to rule your life. So amber can really help you have a positive experience. And not only that, but have a positive energy around you so that you're affecting others. The same way that the negative energy, you don't want it to affect you. You want your positive energy to affect other people. That's how we bring light into the world.
It's so funny because you talked about light, and I kept thinking of two crystals that I use when I need to bring more light in. I like moonstone.
Yeah.
Moonstone is definitely one of my favorites, but I like pyrite too for protection. Because
you've got the sun and the moon. Again, you've got that balance.
Again, you have the balance.
You've got that balance there, and you've got the balance of nature.
And talk about power.
Yeah.
Try these combinations. They may not be
You've got
something you normally try.
The masculine and the feminine. Yes. I mean, they're very, you kind of really have to, you've got to think about the negative energy that's surrounding you too, or the negative energy that you're having to deal with. And then, you can say, okay, you know what that's really is, let's say it's your boss. It's your boss and he's a male and he's very, we're going to do things my way. Well, that's a lot of really harsh masculine energy. So maybe a moonstone, some gentler, feminine, moonstone's not really that gentle, but more feminine energy might help balance out that negative energy.
Or some calcite.
Yeah.
Calcite, white calcite. Or if you have a female boss who's that aggressive or who comes across that negatively, try, was it tiger's eye? We talked about it before.
We talked about tiger's eye is very nice for that.
That's also a good balance crystal for that.
The tourmalines.
Yeah,
the tourmalines are wonderful for that. Black tourmaline is very protective. Green tourmaline is very positive male energy. Pink tourmaline is very positive female energy. So you can, you can use different colors of the tourmalines to kind of.
Watermelon tourmaline.
Tourmaline, you get everything in there. Yeah. And that's a very balancing crystal as well, the watermelon tourmaline. I like that one a lot.
So these are just a few suggestions and ideas. Try your own. If you feel called to a certain crystal for protection, try it. It may be the one that works best with your energy.
Try it in the area that where you're feeling the negative energy, or if you're feeling, bring it in for a day and then see how it feels. If at the end of the day, if you're having a bad experience at work and you bring a rose quartz and you put it on your desk, and that day, at the end of the day, you're like, you know what, I actually do feel a little bit better. then you found the crystal that's going to work for you.
Or sunstone.
So one other thing that we want to mention is don't forget to clean your crystals. Okay, that's very important. The crystal is there. It's there to help you. But you don't want to forget about it either. Like you forget about a lot of things on your desk. I know I do that all the time too. It's as easy as just picking up, holding it in your hand and saying, you know what, any negative energy that has been picked up, please let it be released out into the universe and let this crystal be cleared. That's all. And then you're done. You don't have to go nuts with it. But you want to make sure that you're paying attention to your crystals and you're giving them the attention so that they can work better with you.
Imagine white light. If you can't remember what you're saying, just hold a crystal and imagine white light going between your hands, filling that crystal. That's all. That's simple. And you don't have to worry then about, is the crystal going to fade in sunlight? Is it going to be dissolving in water? Easiest way to clean the crystal.
Your intention will do more for that crystal than anything else will. It's all about intention. So if you keep a positive attitude, the crystals are just going to help you build up your positive energy.
And reinforce it.
Absolutely. For healingcrystals.com, I'm Tara.
And I'm Lourdes.
Crystal blessings.
Bye-bye.